Hi and welcome everyone to another video on this channel. Today I'm gonna show you how my team performed in Gameweek 24 and also I'm gonna show you my plans and strategies for Gameweek 25, so make sure you stay here. Okay guys, so as you can see from the screen, this is how my team performed in Gameweek 24. Now I have to say that this Gameweek started so bad for me, but it turned out to be a really good Gameweek and I'm really happy with that. Obviously, as you can see, my goalkeeper was Ramsdale. He got 9 points, he kept a clean sheet against Wolverhampton, he got also 2 bonus points, and this was one of the reasons why I played Ramsdale over Lloris for the potential of the bonus points, and I'm really happy that I got this decision right. Obviously, Lloris lost to Southampton and he got just 3 points. About my defenders, Kufal, Cancelo, Trent, a lot. Really happy with Kufal. Obviously, he came in from my bench just because DCL didn't start for Everton and he didn't play any minutes for Everton, so I got a little bit lucky there, not gonna lie, but I'm gonna take that. Obviously, honestly, I didn't expect West Ham to keep a clean sheet, but yeah, Kufal also got a yellow card, so 5 points, it's more than enough for me. Really happy with that. Cancelo, Trent, 7 and 6 points, pretty much 2 clean sheets expected. If you didn't watch the game City-Brentford, Cancelo was the man of the match. He was absolutely phenomenal. He could have scored 2 or 3 goals, but for me, it was really lucky that he didn't because so many people captain Cancelo. But yeah, I'm gonna take that. Obviously, Dalot just 2 points against Burnley. Before this game started, I said it before, I didn't trust United to keep a clean sheet against Burnley, but come on, do something, Dalot. So yeah, really disappointing with Dalot, just 2 points against Burnley, but it is what it is. He's gonna have a double gaming, so let's see what's gonna happen. In midfield, obviously, I'm really disappointed with Gallagher, Foden and Rafinha. Gallagher, whenever I play Gallagher in my first 11, he scores just 1 or 2 points, and when I bench, he scores 15 or 16 points, something like that. So yeah, really disappointing with Gallagher. Crystal Palace weren't great. Gallagher didn't have any real chances to score in that game, so yeah, it is what it is. Foden, he was arrested at least. I think that he was took off in 70 minutes or 68, something like that, so just 3 points. Disappointing against Brentford, but he's gonna play against Norwich, so we need to see what I'm gonna do with Foden in the future. Obviously, Bowen scored again, so as I said before, Bowen and Jota were really close for me for the captaincy. I'm really happy that I got the captaincy right. Obviously, it could have been the other way, Bowen scoring more points than Jota, but it is what it is. I think that both of them were really good captaincy options for Gaming 24. And as you can see, Rafinha with just 2 points, I'm really disappointed with him because in that game, I mean, Leeds, Aston Villa, there were 6 goals and Rafinha wasn't involved in any of them. So yeah, but the fixtures are great. He's gonna have a double, so there's no way I'm gonna sell Rafinha. Antonio with another 2 points, nothing to say about him. He was really bad in the last gamings. In the future, obviously, I'm gonna look to get rid of him, but at the moment, I have other priorities. As you can see, DCL scores 0 points on my bench, King also 2 points. So yeah, my captain was Jota. Really happy with him. Obviously, he scored 2 goals. What an amazing performance for him. Maybe he was a little bit lucky because he didn't have so many chances like he does in the other games. But yeah, I think that he was a really good captaincy option, and obviously he scored really good for me. He saved my rank. Now here we can see how important is the captaincy. Yesterday, before Liverpool-Leicester was played, I was on a red arrow, 50% red arrow, so I was something like 50k, and after Diogo Jota played and after Ramsdale played against Wolverhampton, I was on a huge green arrow, as you can see, up to 28k. But now let's see how my team is gonna look for Gaming 25. Okay guys, so now let's see how my team is gonna look for Gaming 25. Now bear in mind that this team is without any transfers made, and as you can see, I have 2 free transfers, so I need to make some moves for Gaming 25. But firstly, let's see how my team is looking at the moment. So my goalkeeper is Lloris. He's gonna play against Wolverhampton at home. It's not an ideal fixture, but it's a good fixture from my point of view. I think that from a defensive point of view, it's a really good fixture because we know that Wolverhampton are not one of the best attacking sides in the Premier League. And also my other goalkeeper is Ramsdale. As you can see, he's not gonna have a Gaming 25, so this is an easy decision for me. Lloris is gonna be my goalkeeper for this gaming, and in defense I have Dalot, Cancelo, Trent. Now Dalot is the only double gaming player I have for this double gaming at the moment. He's gonna play against Southampton and Brighton. Now the fixtures are not great. I said it so many times. From an attacking perspective, maybe from a defensive perspective, I can see a clean sheet against Brighton, but honestly, I'm not really trusting that Manchester United defense. But it is a player who's gonna have 2 games in one gaming, so I need to play him honestly. And yeah, those fixtures are at home. This is a good thing at least. And obviously, I'm not really sure that Dalot is gonna play both games because in a double gaming, I think that there is a possibility Dalot is gonna be rested. There is also Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I think that Dalot is first choice right back for Manchester United, but there is a possibility for him to be rested in one game week, but I'm gonna play him anyway and hope for the best. My other defenders are Joao Cancelo and Trent Alexander-Arnold, so they are picking themselves. I don't really need to talk too much about them. Cancelo is gonna play against Norwich away and Trent against Burnley away, so these fixtures are amazing from a defensive perspective and also for some attacking returns, and I can see those two defenders outscoring so many double gaming players. So yeah, I really like my defense. Obviously that could change because as you can see on my bench I have Marcus Alonso, and I think that I'm gonna get rid of him this game week and maybe I'm gonna go for a double gaming player, so my defense can change. Maybe I'm gonna play with 4 defenders, but let's see my midfield at the moment. And as you can see, Foden, Bowen, Jota, Rafinha, Gallagher. So Jota is gonna stay there. Before this game week I just thought that I'm gonna buy Robertson maybe instead of Jota, but at the moment he scored 2 goals, he's in really good form. I know that I perfectly know that he's gonna be rotated at some point because they have so many options in attack with Firmino, Sadio Mane, Mohamed Salah. I'm not really talking about Minamino or Origi, but they have some competition in their places. But at the moment I don't really want to waste a transfer to sell Jota to Salah and to sell Marcos Alonso to Robertson, because I think that for the double gaming 26 Jota is gonna be just fine. Now I think that Robertson is the better pick if you're on a wild card or on a free hit. I think that he's gonna play more minutes than Jota, he's more nailed than Jota, but I think that at this point I'm just gonna keep Jota maybe for the next 2 fixtures at least. So yeah, Bowen against Leicester away. I'm really happy to keep Bowen. Obviously Leicester are one of the worst defenses in the Premier League, so really happy to play him. West Ham are not playing amazingly recently, but I think that Bowen is a good player and at the moment I don't need to get rid of him. Obviously Rafinha is gonna play against Everton away, so yeah, there's no reason I'm gonna sell Rafinha. Everton away is a good fixture. They are not really defending amazing under Frank Lampard, and he's gonna have a double gaming in gaming 26, so Rafinha is gonna play for my team probably this game week. About Gallagher and Foden there is a discussion, but let me show you the strikers and then we can discuss about my potential moves. So Antonio and DCL, maybe I'm not gonna play both of them. As I said before, maybe I'm gonna make some other transfer, but DCL against Leeds away, I think that's a great fixture. Now I'm not sure if he's gonna start, but obviously I just need to wait for the press conference to see what Frank Lampard is gonna say about DCL. But if he's gonna be fit, I'm gonna play him against Leeds. He's a great fixture. They are not defending amazing, and I think that DCL could be a nice option. Now about Antonio, obviously he was really bad in the last weeks, as I said before, but the thing is you don't really have any other better options honestly. I mean, you have Cristiano Ronaldo and Harry Kane, but maybe you don't have enough money to go. And yeah, but the thing is Leicester away is a decent fixture. If you still want to keep Antonio, I think that you can keep him for at least 1 game week and after that you can reassess. Maybe you have other priorities in your team. Personally I have other priorities in my team than sending Antonio. If I want to, he's gonna be on my bench, but if not, yeah, I'm just gonna keep him for 1 more game week at least or 2, so let's see. But about Foden and Gallagher, so what I said before, the fixtures are great. Now just look at this team. From my point of view, this team looks pretty decent for gaming 25, but obviously as you can see I have 2 free transfers, I have 6.7 million in the bank, so I need to make some moves. And as you can see down there in the right, Salah versus Bruno Fernandes is gonna be my decision for this game week, if I want Bruno Fernandes for the double game week or if I want Salah back as fast as possible. And also I have the chance to sell Alonso to another defender. But now let's see what I can do with the money. Okay, so as I said before, my team doesn't really look so bad for gaming 25, but I have 2 free transfers, I have 6.7 million in the bank, so I need to make some moves, right? So before we talk a little bit about Antonio, as you can see here, the fixtures are not great. Okay, Leicester and Newcastle is decent, right? But the fixtures long term are not really great. Wolverhampton, Liverpool, Villa, Spurs. So let's say if I was to sell Antonio, because let's be honest, he's not playing really good at the moment, but the only problem is if you look at the forwards, yes, you have there Denis, who's gonna have a double in gaming 25, but I don't think that you should prioritize buying someone like Manuel Denis. You have Ronaldo, who's not playing great. You have Saint Maximum. You really want a forward from Newcastle? Maybe not. You have Mopé who's gonna double, but again, these strikers don't really impress me. So that's the thing. Brighton are not really converting their chances. So Vardy is injured. Pukki, maybe he could be an option, but honestly, the fixtures are horrible. City and Liverpool up next. Edouard, who was just benched in the last game week, I was a little bit surprised for him to be benched, but I said it before that Edouard is still a rotation risk with Benteke, Zaha being back from African Cup of Nations. Also, you have Tony, Jesus, Broja. Maybe he's the only forward I would go for, but honestly, at the moment, I don't see that selling Antonio is my priority. So that's why probably I'm gonna keep Antonio, and let's talk a little bit about what I'm gonna actually do, because as I said before, my big decision for this game is Bruno Fernandes or Mohamed Salah. So now Foden is gonna play against Norwich, so I'm leaning towards keeping Foden for one more game week, and I think that my priority at the moment, if I was to sacrifice one midfielder for these ones to buy Salah or Bruno Fernandes, has to be Gallagher. Now what I can do, I can buy Bruno Fernandes for free and just roll the transfer for next game. I can go without Mohamed Salah, or I can buy Salah skipping Bruno Fernandes double game week, and I don't have enough money to do that, but honestly probably I'm gonna sell also Marcos Alonso to someone like Marco Cucurella from Brighton. So the fixtures are pretty decent for Brighton after the double: Burnley, Villa, Newcastle, and then it gets a little trickier. But what for the Man United in a double, I think that there's gonna be at least one clean sheet for Brighton, and I think that obviously Marco Cucurella is the best defender you can go from Brighton. Yes, you can go for Veltman, you can go for Webster, you can go for Lamptey if you want to take a little risk, but I don't want to take that risk, and he's still a differential at that price, 5.1 million. So I think that Cucurella is the way to go. Now the thing is, I want to go for Salah or I want to go for Bruno Fernandes. Now again, I'm not saying that targeting Bruno Fernandes is a bad idea, because usually I like to target the double gaming players, but the thing is, they are gonna play 2 games at home. That's a positive against Brighton and Southampton, but I just don't really like the fixtures. Honestly, Brighton are defending pretty good. Southampton, we just saw how good they were against Spurs, and that's why at the moment I lean towards just buying Salah, so that way I don't need to make another transfer next game week. So I don't really want to buy Bruno Fernandes just for one game week and after that to sell him to Mohamed Salah, but it could work out if you want to take the risk to buy Bruno Fernandes and captain him. But probably if I was to buy Mohamed Salah, probably I'm gonna captain him against Burnley, and no one can say that Mohamed Salah can't easily outscore Bruno Fernandes even in a double gaming. So that's why we all saw how good he was yesterday. Salah played just for 20 or 30 minutes yesterday, and he almost scored a hat-trick. So we all know what he can do. Usually I would like to target a double gaming player, but it's about Mohamed Salah at the moment, and I think that I'm gonna buy him. Okay guys, so as you can see, the winner for the best scoring players for Gaming 24 is no one else than Roxbury. Hopefully that's how you pronounce your name. And as you can see, he got Jose Sa, Cancelo with 7 points, but he got Diogo Jota, the best scoring player this game week, I think. So in total he got 27 points. Congrats man for winning. Thank you so much for participating, and also guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please consider leaving a like or subscribe to this channel if you're new around here. It would be really helpful for me and I really appreciate it. And also please let me know about your opinions in the comments down below. See you next time.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.